You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White sports supporters. Well, I got to be honest. I've made some of these videos involving Jordon Hudson, Bill Belichick, and all the drama going on. There's still a part of me that's very much like, at the end of the day, we're talking about two people's relationship. Technically speaking, they are of a legal age. I mean, whether anybody likes it or not, I mean, she's nearly 25 years old, and, well, he's older than Hades, right? And I'm a Bill Belichick fan. I'm a huge Belichick fan. I got a lot of respect for him as a football coach. I think a lot of people are going to be real surprised how well North Carolina is going to do this year, provided he stays. I'm beginning to wonder about that. Pablo Torre has been digging into a lot of this, and I've maybe made one video about some of the stuff he's talked about, but they went after him, Pablo, okay, a while back, and he said, okay, that's fine. I'm really going to dig into this now. I'm really going to go deep. And he did. He did go deep in this. And the reason I'm making this video now is because, well, Jordon Hudson is posting things online that would insinuate that they're thinking about taking legal and litigation action against Pablo Torre. So this is interesting. Anybody remember this video? This is Bill Belichick, the legendary video now of him leaving a residence of some kind at 6 a.m. in the morning, right? And, honestly, I don't know if he left. I don't know what happened after that. That's all that came out. That was a viral video, May 5th of 2024. All right, and what happened was here, Pablo Torre went and tracked down the origins of said video. All right, and an Airbnb was involved and all kinds of stuff. The owners of the Airbnb claimed that they thought maybe there was a drug situation or a escort situation happening or something. It's wild when you get into it and start looking at it. All right, so this is what Florio put up, and Jordon Hudson is getting upset. Her very public relationship with North Carolina coach Bill Belichick has created attention she craved. But like many public figures, she would prefer maximum attention with minimal scrutiny. That's not how this works. No, you put yourself in the public eye, you're going to get people talking shit about you. That's whether you're a YouTuber or whatever you are, it's going to happen. In recent weeks, Pablo Torre of Pablo Torre Finds Out has carefully scrutinized the most weirdly compelling story in all of football. Mike Florio said this Bill Belichick thing, he was talking the other day during PFT, it's literally the biggest story that they've put up. Any of these stories, he said the traffic is so much higher on these stories versus every other football story they put up. That's wild to me. He said for this month, by the 15th of the month, they had more traffic than all of May of last year. And it was because of these Bill Belichick stories. That's crazy to me. On Friday, Torre dropped another episode delving into, among other things, the shirtless Belichick ring camera video that first put the possibility of an early May/late December romance onto the radar screen. Torre also explored various details regarding where and when the images of a shirtless Belichick came from. Torre even went to the precise spot and made a video of his own with his shirt on. Hudson wasn't happy with that, as preserved by Zoe Little of People.com and noticed by Sam Newman of AwfulAnnouncing.com. She called out Torre with language suggesting that litigation is possibly under consideration. Oh, it's getting deep. The Instagram comment, which was posted then deleted, said this: Pablo Torre's findings have been nothing short of factually incorrect, slanderous, defamatory, and targeted. Can y'all please stop giving credibility to this reporter? Question mark. That's interesting. Okay. It's a page right out of a playbook that has become all too common in post-truth America. Attack those who are trying to cut through the smoke and get to a flickering flame of fact. Belichick did it to CBS, accusing the network of editing his disastrous interview to create a, quote, false narrative about the extent to which she tried to control the sit-down. Meanwhile, Channing Crowder also admitted she successfully, quote, choreographed Belichick's recent Pivot podcast interview. I did not know that. She separately complained about the fact that the Airbnb owner distributed security footage and tenants in their stay. Yeah, I thought that was pretty shady too. I'm not going to lie to you. There it is right here. Hey, at Airbnb, quick questions. Question: how do you feel about Airbnb owners publicly distributing security footage and information about tenants / their stay? I don't know about the footage part because the Ring doorbell is going to be the property of the owner of the property. I mean, it's going to be their property. They can run a Ring doorbell if they want to. Some will dismiss Torre's reporting as salacious. I can see that. But it's relevant to the unanswered question of whether and to what extent she and Belichick were an item while he coached the Patriots. And in turn, whether and to what extent she was exercising influence over him. On Tuesday, Torre will join me, wow, on an episode of PFT PM. That's going to be interesting. So I may end up doing a follow-up on that. But, wow, this is getting real deep. And there is going to be, where this relates into football now is, what does this do involving his future in the NFL? Look, if he really wins at North Carolina, then I'm not sure it matters. Because then people are going to be like, well, regardless of the crap he's got going on in the background, Belichick can still coach football. That's something to remember. If he goes into a North Carolina program, let's say he wins 9 or 10 games this year. And then next year, let's say he makes the back end of the college football playoff. Could an NFL team turn to him and look? Sure they could. The problem is his age. That's the one obstacle in all of this outside of her. Is Belichick's age. Do I think he should be the Atlanta Falcons coach right now? Yeah. But then I asked the question, well, did she affect... I don't know why nobody's asking that question. I don't know. Hey, Pablo Torre, can you find out from the Falcons if she was involved in that process? Because I think that's a smoking gun as to something that could be out there involving why he's not in the NFL. Like, is it her? And everything she's got going on, the clubs are like, because once something comes out, it just spreads around the NFL in these organizations. So everybody knows it. Not only that, but the Patriots would know it. And, there was speculation out there about Robert Kraft calling Arthur Blank. What was he saying? I don't know. It's wild to me. It is really wild. Now, if I can tell you this, I won't ever stay at an Airbnb now. Look, I do think it's bullshit that they sat down with Pablo Torre and confessed all this crap about somebody that stayed there. I mean, yeah, if I was Airbnb, you'd be off the list. Because people got to be able to come stay at these places and have real privacy. They didn't come there and break any laws. You see what I'm saying? This is not a criminal situation. Wow, but it is interesting. It is. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.